Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Psychic TV International. Just trying to find the video. We're not streaming on the page again. So annoying. Doesn't matter. Hopefully you guys can find us. So whoever does find us, you'll have to press the profile picture photo on the very top of the page. It'll be highlighted in red, and you press that and you'll be able to join the live. So annoying. I've noticed Thursday nights not having any problems with streaming that we are now, which is so irritating, but that's okay. Hey, Jocelyn. Hey, Christine. Hey, Graceful from YouTube. Nice to see you. Please like and share this if you can see this. That would be really, really helpful. Just letting you know we're not streaming on the page. It's that live feed issue again. I have no idea what it is. I almost have a feeling it's because we do two links, a Thursday and a Saturday. And I think they contradict for some reason and I think Thursday's not having an issue because when you look at the feed, you see Thursday's video on the feed. You don't see us anymore, which is so annoying. But anyway, that doesn't matter. We'll figure something out. Hopefully, everyone presses that button on the top, but that'd be great. Yeah, perfect. Thanks, AM. So our producer's going to find our video and share it on the wall. It's not as good as streaming, obviously, because when you stream on a feed, you're streaming, so the video permanently stays. You can everyone gets alerted and it just streams. So it's going to be the second best option we've got, but at least that way you'll end up being able to find it. Apparently, you've got to click on like a box and then it opens up to an event. I almost have a feeling I almost wonder if it's got something to do with the event. Something's not right. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We're just going to roll with it, and whatever happens, happens. And you know what? Whoever finds us, finds us. Oh, hey, Cherie. Of course you're here. You know, because Cherie, whenever this happens, you know to press that red circle. I love that. Hey, Nicole, how you doing? Jocelyn, good to see. Jen, good to see you. Let me see. Yes, apparently it's not a YouTube issue. It's only on Facebook, but that's okay. Now, what we will do, as I said, for whoever does see this, please like and share this, especially considering because we're not streaming. So we will have a very limited audience tonight. Our producer has just shared the video box on the page. Again, it's not as good as streaming. So it's not streaming, but it's the second best way to find the video, I suppose, if you don't find it through the profile picture. Very annoying. It just makes it hard to watch the video back. It doesn't stay on the page like Thursdays does. Very annoying. It stopped happening, and now it's happening to me. Happened last week as well. Anyway, we'll move on and we'll just talk amongst ourselves if no one finds us. Let me see. Hey, Diane, good to see you. I know it was a little bit harder to find us tonight, but thank you so much for finding us now. So basically, whoever is watching, I'm just going to give you some numbers and some websites and all of that good stuff. The website, of course, you can go to actually psychictvaustralia.com or psychictvinternational.com. The phone numbers in Australia, 02907 10199, and our international number worldwide is +61 488 25177. Now, right now, we've got logged in Amazing Grace on pin 9888, Jag from the UK on pin 9160, Judith Sky on pin 9125, and Natalie Norton Baker on pin 9810. Just a reminder, if the psychics are on, just to let your followers know that you're on with your pin numbers, etc., etc. And AM, because we're not streaming, I don't have a write-up, obviously, to look at or to press links and all of that stuff. Because normally when we stream, we have a wonderful write-up that says our phone numbers, that says a website. We don't have any of that tonight. Because as I said, we're not streaming. So AM, if you could just update me on who's on, who's not on, who's on calls, and all of that good stuff, that'd be amazing. Otherwise, I have to manually type in websites and stuff, and it gets too distracting. Obviously, when we stream, I don't have that issue. I can just literally press a link. But anyway, how is everybody doing? Tonight we have Brooklyn on, which we're really excited to have. I think this is Brooklyn's first Saturday show, I think. We'll find out, I think. Let me just double check. I know, Jen, I know. I can't do anything about it. Carrie, good to see you. I was thinking of you yesterday, Carrie. I was wondering what you were up to in New Zealand. I was actually thinking of you yesterday, Carrie, because obviously, the Saturday night show was now 5 p.m. So I was wondering if New Zealand had a time difference to Australia. I couldn't remember, and I was thinking of you yesterday. So good to have you. Hey, Beth, good to see you. All right, let's bring on Brooklyn and have a little chat with him. And of course, please like and share this video. And of course, you can ask a question. We're not going to have a very high viewership tonight, so we'll probably get through a lot of the ones that I've seen, which is fine. And make sure you like and share the video, and in the comment box, let us know you've done that, and include that in your question. And Cherie, let me know if you're still on, because I've got to ask you something in a second. All right, let's bring. Hey, Jade and Jason. I know it was hard to find us. I know, darling. Okay, let's add Brooklyn. Hey, Brooklyn, how you
Hi,
going?
Harry.
How
I'm
are
well,
you?
thank you. How are you?
Good, good. What? I love the office background. Is that
Thank you. This is my newly Canva created background that I use for readings, as well as I'm bringing it on tonight. So, welcome to my virtual office space.
I love that. I love that. That works really well. Awesome. Good to see you, Brooklyn. Now, Brooklyn, I actually was thinking when I was talking that we're going to bring you on in a second. I don't think you've been on Saturday with me before.
No, I've done one Thursday, but this is my first Saturday.
Okay, perfect. Because I thought that. Because I thought I don't think I've met you
Yeah.
before. Okay, amazing. And then I was saying, and I thought, oh, sometimes you never know if it was ages ago, and you thought, oh, maybe it did happen. But I'm like, no, I don't think it has. Well, Brooklyn, that
No,
means that we've never met. So can you please tell us a little bit about you? Because I know a lot of people would be excited to meet you on a new night.
of course. Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited and grateful to
Amazing.
be here. So, my name is Brooklyn the Medium. I'm a medium, intuitive empath, and my work revolves around helping people connect to their loved ones, bringing through messages to support them on their journey of grief and loss and bring through that closure,
Yep.
as well as helping people connect to the truth of who they are so that they can show up more truthful and authentic to who they are more and more in this world every day. And yeah, absolutely love the work I do. I'm very blessed and fortunate to be doing it.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And are you from Australia? Are you in Sydney, New Melbourne? Whereabouts?
So I'm in Sydney, Sydney,
Yep.
Australia, New South Wales. But yeah, born and raised Sydney and
Amazing.
based there. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so that means that Brooklyn is very happy with mediumship as well. That means, which is awesome, because I know that
Okay.
oh, look at this, we just got Jade and Jason. Are we doing mediumship tonight? I think he is. I think he will be. So let's save some of these and let's just bring up, who should we start with? Let's just start with a random selection. I'm gonna start with actually Carrie. Carrie's our friend from New Zealand. We love her. She's fabulous. She
Hi,
has said,
Karen.
loved and shared. It's a work question, Harry. Oh, interesting. Would love to ask Brooklyn if he sees me changing positions at work soon. I'm getting
Okay,
bored
gorgeous.
and would love a new challenge. Thanks so much. I love that.
Hi, Kerry. Thank you so much for connecting in, and thank you for your question. As I connect into the energy, your energy, and with this question, I still feel like you'll be staying in your position just for a few more months, 2 months. I feel like I can feel the mind is ready to stretch and grow and bring something new. You're very intelligent and very empathic, is what I want to add as well. I more feel like I want to grow new skills and talents, but more in my own personal space than work. I know work is a space you go into to start thinking, but I more want to nudge you into your own space about what skills and talents are, authentic for you to start working with. As I pick up a more intuitive and sensitive and empathic ability and your relationship with energy. And I feel like I want to nudge you towards expanding your abilities with working as an empath and as a psychic intuitive.
Oh, how interesting is that? I love
Yeah.
that. Carrie, let us know. Carrie's one of our regulars, and we love her. And I know she's got this high position job, and it sounds like she's bored from her question. So I'd love to know. That's really fascinating. Good one, Brooklyn. All right, let's go to another one. I'm gonna go to hello, Dana. Good to see you. Dana has said, "Hi, Harry. I've liked and shared. Am I any closer to my own unit?" I think she's trying to buy a place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, Hi, Dana. Thank you so much for connecting in and for your question. I feel like the energy of the question when I connect into it, I feel like I can feel the struggle, I can feel the challenges getting closer and closer. You are on your way. I am going to acknowledge that in the energy, I feel like it's a bit more time, but you are closer than what you are before. Keep showing up, keep taking the steps that are needed. It's just being honest with the energy as I feel right now. It's just a little bit more time before we finally arrive there, lovely.
Okay, got it. All right, awesome. Sometimes, Brooklyn, we get themes that happen in the
Yeah,
show. I'm already noticing
yeah,
something about movement, like change here. Like, isn't that
yeah.
interesting? Yes.
Yeah,
All
we're
right,
the
let's
horse.
Year of the horse. I love that.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. If we can go to, okay, I think I'm going to pick this one. Let me just double check they've liked and shared. They have. It is going to be Leanne Hamilton. Hello, Leanne. Hi, Harry. Liked and shared. Would love some insight on finances. Will I get the money owed to me soon? Okay.
Okay. Hi, Leanne. Thank you so much for your question. I feel when I tune into the energy, I feel wobbly, and I feel like this is a choice and a decision that um, that person has to make. And when I look into the energy, I feel like the energy will be determined once they make a choice. Does that make sense? Like
Mm,
it's an insight. And so I feel like it's wobbly, and it's more so it's a choice and decision that they need to make in order to bring in the money that you're owed. And I hope that makes sense. But
mm.
that's what I feel at the moment because I feel wobbly. It doesn't feel 100% certain for me. It feels
Wow.
wobbly, and it just feels like a choice and decision they have to make in order to get you the money that you're owed.
Got you. Okay, good to know. Thank you, Leanne. Amazing. I love how you said that, actually. Thank you so much, Anne Marie. So obviously, as we know, we're not streaming on the main page. I don't have a write-up and we don't have the numbers and the website and the links and all that in the write-up because there's no write-up. So we are going to get the information. So the phone number in Australia is 0290710199. Our international number is +61 488825177. Logged in right now online, we've got Amazing Grace on 9888. We've got Jag from the UK on pin 9160. We have Judith Sky on pin 9125. And we have Natalie Norton Baker on pin 9810. Okay, amazing. All right, let's go to, oh, we're going to have to pick Jocelyn because she's also one of our regulars. Hey, Jocelyn, good to see you, darling. Jocelyn has said, liked and shared, hi, Harry, and hi, Brooklyn. What message is trying to come through for me right now? Please and thank you kindly. Ooh.
Hi, Jocelyn. Thank you so much for your question. I feel when I tune into the energy and your energy, I feel this beautiful, soulful, empathic ability. And I keep seeing this image that is being shown to me by spirit that you walk through and you have this natural and awesome ability to trigger people, to bring up people's stuff, and just really ultimately own who you are, and that can ruff people's feathers. I feel like I want to talk about owning that, and there's this real strong sense of spiritual path and purpose with you, and that is, you know, your role in this world, helping people bring up their stuff so that they can heal it and confront it. And so right now, I don't feel too much energy coming through right now as a message. I just want to remind you about your awesome ability to trigger and be a mirror in this world and really own it because it's a gift in people's healing journey.
Oh, I love that. Amazing. Amazing. Said beautifully. Okay, so Carrie Burgess said, beautiful. Thanks, amazing, Harry and Brooklyn. I'm very much intuitive and an empath. And she
Yeah,
loves,
feel.
oh, I love you, Carrie. She said, I love my Harry decks and Oracle cards. I love you. I love you. Dana Harris said, thank you heaps with a love heart. And Leanne Hamilton said, okay, and thank you. Okay, beautiful. Let's go to someone from YouTube. Hey, YouTube. Graceful indeed is the name. And Graceful has said, I've liked and shared. Could Brooklyn give me a message from my mum in spirit, please? And thank you.
Hi, Graceful. Thank you so much for your question. I feel when I tune into your mum in the spirit world, I have someone stepping forward, and I feel like in their energy, I'm starting to feel calm and feel like I can soften and relax. So that starts to tell me their energy as a person, and it makes me feel real comfortable to open up. I start to feel this pride coming through, and mum makes me feel like she's aware of how much you've been walking through, overcoming, and really showing up with your awesome resilience. And that's where that pride is really sitting, that you're really overcoming everything that's sitting on your path right now. She wants me to tell you that things are going to get lighter and easier, and just to remain faithful and trust in the universe. And just to connect back in with yourself and ask yourself, okay, what's one action I can take today to help me feel a little bit lighter or bring in that happiness and that joy, just to take the focus of what isn't working to what is working, and to keep doing what you're doing because you're doing awesome, Graceful.
Oh, I love that. I think Graceful will love hearing that. Thank you, Graceful. And thank you everyone who has found us by finding us magically. I'm so grateful to you guys. Let me just see. Oh, Andrew's at a party and you'll watch that. Amazing. Hopefully you can find it, Andrew. You'll have to press an event link and go into another window. It's a little bit complex, but you'll manage. You're a bit of a whiz on these computers, I think, Andrew. Now, I've just asked my producer a question. I'll get that in a second, but I'm going to go to someone called Cece. Hey, Cece. Cece has said, afternoon, everyone. I've liked and shared. Hi, Brooklyn. Welcome. Anything from spirit for me today? You can surprise me. Regards, Chloe. Oh, CC's name's Chloe. Hey, Chloe.
Hi, Chloe. Thank you so much for your question. I feel when I tune into the energy, I feel like I need to talk about a daughter, and I feel like I need to talk about a child. I feel like I need to talk about support at the moment, and I feel like regarding this relationship that I've been made aware of, a lot of support and love that you've poured into them. I feel like I need to talk about this feeling of keep going. I know things have felt a little bit tough, or just this kind of I'm moving forward, but there's a lot of resistance at the moment. I want to talk about your energy in terms of being really light, playful, and I feel like being surrounded by you is something that creates a lot of excitement. And I just feel really excited connecting to your energy. And so I feel like I want to remind you that's your gift. And some people aren't going to like it, but that's their problem. And to just keep embracing that because that's your gift to the world, that's your blessing to the world, and absolutely shine, whether people like it or not.
Oh, I love that. Amazing. I do have to tell you that people are loving you on tonight, which is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I
Thank
know.
you, guys.
I almost wish we were streaming like we normally do. Just because I would have loved you to have even more people see you, but it's all good. It's sometimes it happens.
The next time. Yeah.
Exactly. What I will do is I'm just gonna see. Okay. What's the email for you, please? Let me just send that, and then I'll do that call out. Okay, let's go to randomly picking. Hey, Joanne, nice to see you. Joanne has said, "Hi, Harry. I've liked and shared. Will I move house?" Another one. Will I move house, please, and thank you.
Hi, Joanne. Thank you so much for your question. I feel when I tune into the energy, I just feel a bit unhappy with the choices that I'm being presented. And it's almost feeling like I'm frustrated that things aren't working out the way that I want it to. Spirit are reminding me just to give it a little bit time because it feels like the home that you want to move in will drop in front of you. It's just taking some time. It feels like things are happening in the background. And what Spirit wants you to do is just to come back into your own personal space and looking at mental health, emotional health, because they can see how taxing this has been at the moment. And right now, the gift of waiting for the perfect home just gives attention and detail to with things need to be sorted at the moment. So just looking within, especially at that mental and emotional stuff at the moment, let the house stuff unfold because I keep seeing this image of it dropping right in front of you. And that's the one. It's going to take some time. I feel like I want to talk about months. So just give it a few months and, the right one will drop in front of you. Thank you.
Oh, I love that. Awesome. And there is that little bit of a theme going on, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Right. Now I've also got some feedback for you from, okay, so CC has said thank you. I think it was Chloe. Yeah, Chloe. And Graceful from YouTube has said, "Oh wow, this is so amazing. This brought me to tears, Brooklyn. Since I saw Brooklyn on that Thursday show, I wished for a reading from him. Oh, get out. I am so humbled and grateful for his message. And many thank you to you, Harry." Oh, isn't that Graceful is so nice. They watch on YouTube, so you never see Graceful in the Facebook thing. But they're a YouTuber, and sometimes I get YouTube, and they're so nice. Okay, so what we're gonna do is Cherie, I'm gonna pick you now only because I need to ask you a question as well. That and I would have picked you anyway, but I'm gonna ask Cherie a question. So let me just double check she's liked and shared, which I'm sure she has. And I believe she's liked and shared, and I believe that she's written it. And let's pick her. What we'll do is we'll pick her. You can do the reading, and then I'm going to ask her a question because it means that she's on, which is good. So Cherie has said, "Loved and shared. I'm loving your energy, Brooklyn. Can you see if my son will get into his security course that he's trying to get into?" Oh, good question.
Hi, Cherie. Thank you so much for your question. What I feel is that you are a beautiful, strong, supportive mother that shows up for their kids. And I feel and I am seeing this image of your son, just a lot going through his head at the moment. And spirit, I just wanting to grab the external energy that's centered around, which is that beautiful support coming for you, and just to pull back a little bit. Your son knows the right choices and decisions to make. He just has things to process. And just giving him that his own space to flow and to really connect in with himself, because it feels like there's a lot going on here, a lot of people telling him different things, and he just can't separate what are his thoughts versus what other people's thoughts are, is what I want to say. With this security course, I do feel a yes. I do feel time though. I don't feel it showing up around the corner yet. I do feel a yes. It's just going to take some time. But to answer your question about security course, yes, I feel like he will get into it.
All right, amazing. You know, he'd be good at that. He's yeah, he'd be great at that. And Cherie, now that I know that you're definitely on, which I'm loving. And hi, Rath. I have to ask you a question, Cherie. So I have, oh, perfect, amazing. So I have asked our producer a question, and I'm hoping your answer is going to be yes, Cherie. And if it's a no, then I'll find someone else, because I'm sort of announcing it on a live. So, or maybe I won't. We'll see. On Saturday, the 9th of May, Saturday, 9th of May at 5 o'clock Australian Eastern Time, we would love to have you, Cherie, join us on a live, just like you did, I think it was 4 years ago. It was nearly 4 years ago, I think. So if you're around, Cherie, it is Saturday, 9th of May at 5 o'clock Australian Eastern. We would love to have you on. Let me know, and I will get that organized for you. So if you can do it, let me know. And if you can't, well, then we'll figure something else out. But I would love to have you on. It's the Mother's Day weekend, and I believe the Mother's Day is on the Sunday. So if you can join us on the Saturday, the night before, at 5 o'clock Australian Eastern Time, we would love to have you on. And I believe Miss Psychic D is our psychic that night, I believe. So let us know if you can, Cherie. And oh, Jade and Jason, we'll have to ask you the next time I do a special. If Cherie can do this, then we'll get Cherie. And then the next time I do one, which I'm sure I'll do another one, maybe later in the year, I'd love to have you on, Jade and Jason. I think that'd be amazing. Okay, perfect. Let me have a look at. Oh yeah, Jen, you did it too. Jen did it, I think, for Christmas. Sometimes, like, if there's a special weekend, like, I'll get like a viewer on the show and they join us on the live. Like, I can't remember when Cherie's was years ago, but Jen's was the most recent, and that was Christmas, that just passed. And it's really, really fun. And I just think Cherie would be great to come on 4 years later. So for you, Harry, I'm sure I can make it work. Okay, let me know if you can, and if you can, I'll get that sorted, Cherie. And we would love to have you on. Alrighty, and Jade, I'm going to get you on the next time we do a special show. So later in the year, I'll figure out another time, and we'll get that happening for you too. All right, now I'm going to go to another question for you, Brooklyn. But before I do that, if it's okay, I'm going to give you some feedback from Jocelyn. Jocelyn said, "Wow, that was beautiful. Everything was spot on. Thank you for that reading and for reminding me how empathic I am. I've been told that a few times, and it really resonated with me. Thank you, Brooklyn, and thank you, Harry. Much love." Oh, isn't that nice?
My pleasure. Lovely.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. Jen, we love you back. Actually, speaking of Jen, let's pick Jen. Let's pick you. Liked and shared. Hi, Harry and Brooklyn. Do you see anything good happening for me this year? Okay.
Hi, Jen. Thank you so much for your question. I feel like when I tune into the energy, I just feel like you have so many skills and talents. And I'm seeing an image at the moment of multiple tools being laid across the table, and there is many things that you can do. It's almost, I just want to choose the direction that we're going and which tool I'm going to pick up. It feels like there's so many things you can work with and create at the moment, so many things that you can do. And I'm starting to get a sense of your own psychicness, your own intuitiveness, your own mediumship. And I feel like I want to say, pick up a tool and let's run with it. I know that you're asking me what will happen. It more feels like I want to ask you a question about what can you create? And taking that back of like, okay, I know how versatile you are in your skills. Let's pick up one of the many tools that you have and let's create. It feels really positive. It feels like in terms of your energy right now, it's kind of going with the flow and we're smooth and we're going into this year and it's been good. It feels like it can be better once we start to see all the tools and skills that you have to offer.
Oh, I love that. Amazing. Thank you, Jen. And Cherie, that is great news. She said, I can do, as you know, as I know in advance, not to book anything for that day. I know, because sometimes you get busy. And she's double checked, and hubby hasn't booked anything in for us that day. Okay, perfect. So it is the day before Mother's Day. So you can still do something on Mother's Day on the Sunday, but the day before, which is a Saturday, at 5 o'clock, just make sure you're able to join us, Cherie, because you're going to be on and we're going to love catching up with you. I'm actually excited to see you, Cherie, because I haven't seen you in 4 years. So all you'll need to do is email. Let me see. Actually, Cherie, do you have the email from years ago, or do you want me to paste it again? Because I can paste that for you again. Actually, let me paste that for you again, Cherie, because it's been like years. So, Cherie, I'll write a note to you, Cherie. So, Cherie, please email. Cherie, please email. Okay. Just sent that note. I don't know if that'll go. I think it does. Yeah, perfect. I think it does. Okay, perfect. So, Cherie, if you could please email this. So, Cherie, please email production@psychictvaustralia.com. And then what we'll do is our producer will get in touch with you. You won't get a link until just before, because it's way in advance. It's like 3-4 weeks away. But it is for Saturday, May the 9th. So keep that in your diary. Saturday, May 9th, 5 p.m. Send an email to production@psychictvaustralia.com, and Anne-Marie will have your email then, and then she'll send you the link for you to join on the Saturday, the 9th of May. And the link won't be created till like the day before anyway, but at least that way she'll get your email, so she'll know who to email. So Cherie, looking forward to seeing you soon. Amazing. All right, now we've got some feedback for you, Brooklyn, again from Joanne. Joanne has said, thank you, Brooklyn. Love and appreciate your reading. Yes, you remind me that I need to focus on my health for a while first. Isn't that good? It was almost like a reminder that she must have needed.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to Diane. Diane, good to see you as always, darling. How is Kathy? Kathy's not on tonight. Maybe she can't find the video. So if she can't find the video, that's all good. Please let her know I say hello. Diane has said, I have liked and shared. May I please have a reading from my loved ones?
Gorgeous. Hi, Diane. Thank you so much for your question. I feel like when I tune into the spirit world, I have a male stepping forward, and I feel like it's Dad. I feel like when he steps forward, I feel like there was this strength to him, but there's also this gentleness, and it was these two energies that coincided with each other. And I feel like he showed up for the family and was really strong, but also knew when to drop into being gentle and soft and caring and loving for his loved ones. I feel like he's bringing my attention to you, and he wants to talk about you're very much a giver with your energy and your resources. I feel like it being distributed towards different people, and I want to flip it and pour it back into myself. And I want to talk about health, travel, and career. And I want to talk about those three themes in your life at the moment being where your energy needs to go. Health more feels like mental and looking at those thoughts, because I know a lot goes up on here for you, and just a little bit of the physical health as well, looking at what I'm eating, what I'm drinking, and just bringing back movement. I feel like career, I want to talk about that as well, something to do with movement and the word progression. What that may be, it'll unfold. I want to talk about those two. And then travel, I feel like there's this feeling of wanting to see the world and just getting out there, because I feel like there's this feeling of being cooped up because I'm responsible and doing the things I need to do. So there's this feeling with travel of giving me the opportunity to explore and get back out there and see what's in the world. And that's what I feel in terms of messages from loved ones. Thank you, lovely.
Amazing. That's awesome. Thank you. And Cherie, I don't know if the comment showed up on the feed, but that's the comment that we've written in the feed. Not sure if it's showing up, but I'm just going to bring onto the screen so you can see it, just in case it didn't come up on the comment section. So Cherie, the email is production@psychictvaustralia.com. Just in case it's not in the feed in the comments, I'm just bringing it up on the screen just to show you that email. So please email that one, Cherie, and we'll get your email. And we've locked you in for Saturday, May 9 at 5 o'clock Australian Eastern Time with us. Yay. All righty. Let's take that off the screen now, because I'm sure Cherie is still watching and she would have seen that. Yes, she is, because she's just given you feedback. She said, feedback for Brooklyn. Yes, I'm a pushy mum and have been at him about work. The security course is something he wants. not something we have suggested. So hopefully he gets in. Oh, I love that. Okay, good. And you know what's good, Cherie, about that? With him, if he gets into the security course, which it sounds like he will, it'd be good for him to do a job, right? But then he can also do the other stuff that I know that you're talking about
Mm,
on the
mm.
side, and you can, he's still young, so there's so many avenues. But that is
And yeah.
awesome, right?
Yeah, exactly. And speaking from a son with a very supportive mother as well, I can relate to that mother-son relationship. It's just trusting that we're taking it one step at a time as well, and figuring out our own identity and what we're going to do. And trust, he's got it. He feels very smart, so he's got it lovely.
Amazing. I love that. Awesome. Alrighty. Okay. Let me just have a look at this one. Oh, Christine, it's always good to see you, darling. And I know you've gone through so much, Christine. And she's actually a lovely person. But she's just had a lot of family things going on. And it looks like there's another thing. So I'll read it out. It says, Christine has said, "Hi, I've liked and shared. I'm feeling oh, darling, I'm so sorry to hear that. She's just feeling really down because she wants to know, is her daughter holding a grudge because of what her mother said? And will she start to talk to me again? Already lost one child. I can't lose another one. Right. Because there was a sort of a family miscommunication with the child. I remember this. And so it sounds like her daughter's now upset with her. So she just wants to know, do you think there'll be a resolution with her daughter? Because she doesn't want to lose that relationship either.
Hi, Christine. Thank you for your question, and I'm really sorry to hear about what's going on, lovely. Thank you for sharing with us. I feel in the energy, yes, your daughter has pulled back. I want to acknowledge that there's a lot going on in your daughter's head for her, and she's just figuring out what's true for her and what's not true for her. And one of the best things we can gift our child as a parent is space. And what that space does is allow us to figure out what's going on within us. Then they can step back in and connect. And that's what I feel is going to happen, is that your daughter just needs to take some space. Things will shift. It may take some time, and that's okay. Gift your daughter that space, and then she'll connect back in once she feels aligned with what's true for her, and letting go of what's not true for her, and just processing everything that's going in within her.
Okay, I think that will help you, Christine, and sending you lots of love as always. Okay, perfect, amazing. So, Cherie has emailed, and I believe that our producer will send you an email after the show, just saying, got your email, you're booked in for the 9th of May at 5 o'clock, and she's going to let you know that she's going to email you the link right before the day. Okay, let me see this one. I believe Jen has sent you some feedback. She said, "Oh my god, you are so spot on. I was thinking of changing careers. Every time I'm at Chatston Shopping Centre, I always get asked if I'm a fashion stylist, which I'm not, but I've been thinking about doing it. Oh, get out and creating some pieces of clothing for me." You were talking about what she can create. I don't know, do you remember that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, creating.
Isn't that amazing? Thank you, Brooklyn, and welcome to the team. Oh, I love
Thank you,
that.
lovely. Thank you.
Amazing. Okay. Diane has said, "Thank you, Brooklyn. I'm in my home most of the time with the hip pain." And Harry, Kathy is on. Oh, beautiful. Hey, Kathy, good to see you. And hope you're feeling a little bit better, Diane, lovely. Okay, I'm going to go with Jade and Jason. Always good to have you on. And you are going to be the next people we pick for a special show. I don't know when the next one will be, but we know that the next one coming up is that May 9 with Cherie. And then the next one I decide to do, which is going to be an impromptu one because I always just randomly decide things, and I'll let you know, and it'll be you. So hopefully you're watching when I decide to do that. Jade and Jason have said, "Hi, Harry and Brooklyn. Loved and shared. Are there any messages from our son Levi, who passed away in May of last year? It's nearly coming up to a year. My goodness. Missing him so much. Thank you. Oh, God bless you guys."
Hi, Jade and Jason. Thank you so much for your question, and I'm so sorry to hear about the loss of your son. I feel like before my energy got drawn to your comment when you had posted it, and that's often spirit guiding my attention and my focus where it needs to be. Immediately when I connect into the spirit world, I have this cheeky, fun, playful son who just makes me want to laugh, and I feel like was responsible for creating so much joy in my life. And I feel like things didn't feel as joyful and as happy when he left. not only because of his departure, but because of how much joy and happiness he created in our worlds when he was physically present. He keeps showing me this image of you guys in the home, and he's dancing around with you guys and just playful and pulling silly faces and just doing a lot of things that he would do when he was physically here. I don't feel much energy coming through at the moment. It more feels like he wants to say hi and always remind you that he's here with you. Because, of course, on your journey with grief and loss, it's going to feel as if he's not there. As a soul, they're always around, they're only a thought away. And he also wants to say thank you for the way you honor him. It feels like you carry him with you every day, and you show up and you honor your grief and loss. And it's this really beautiful journey of change and transformation as you learn to live without someone so significant with you. And so I feel like he wants to nudge you back into that cheekiness, to that fun and that playfulness, and know that if things shift and change and you randomly start thinking about him and you randomly start feeling the energy kind of just almost as if he was physically here, just know that's him with you. And that's what I want to say. Thank you, guys.
Okay, perfect. I love that. I'm just telling I'm asking our producer a question just to see if we can try something different for next week. Let me take that off. And I just found out that we've got the Thursday night show still happening with Raylene hosting, which I knew, but I didn't realize that it was continuing. But apparently it is. So I'm just going to let you guys know that. So Raylene Cable, our friend, is hosting Thursday night shows. And I did see she was doing that because I can see the Thursday night show is streaming, which is great. But I didn't realize that it was continuing. I thought for some reason, anyway, all good. So Raylene will be hosting Thursday night show. So I'm just going to let you know that. And I believe that she has a guest on with her. And I'm not sure if it's the same system, but I think it's similar. But just so you know, so we have both shows. And is Raylene's at 8 o'clock or 5 o'clock? I know mine is on 5 o'clock. But I'll double check. But just found that out, so I thought I'd share that with all of you who are watching. And Raylene, if you're watching, hello, darling. Amazing. Good news. Okay. Okay, perfect. 8 p.m. Amazing. So Raylene's show is on Thursday night at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Time. And our show on the Saturday night is at 5 o'clock Australian Eastern. So you've got the two shows still happening. Aren't you lucky? Okay. Let me see. Cherie said, Harry, I'll even make hubby Poppy's head. I would love that, Cherie. Make sure he is around. We've got to meet hubby. Got to meet him. Looking forward to it. All righty. Let's see. Brooklyn, people are loving you, which is awesome. I mean, I kind of feel like you've been here forever. I kind of feel like it's
thank
normal.
you.
I feel like it's normal.
Thank you.
Right?
I'm getting in the energy of this. Yeah.
Doesn't feel new. It doesn't feel new at all. It feels new. It feels normal. Like it's not new. Love it. All right. Jade and Jason have come back saying to you, thank you, Brooklyn, so much. Oh my God, you are so spot on. I just can't believe it. Oh, he had the cheekiest laugh and smile. He had a rare genetic disability and he loved to watch High Five. Oh, we have his ashes in a beautiful blue butterfly in his room with a teddy bear, and his 17th birthday card I wrote to him after he passed away. Isn't that just so special? Wow, Jade, that is amazing. And thank you so much for sharing that. You're definitely one of my favorites, and we're definitely going to get you on live for sure. Looking forward to that. It was great. I'm glad that you volunteered yourself, actually, Jade, because sometimes, so I know Cherie's easy to pick on because she's done it before, so she's easy to pick on, right? But I always love a volunteer. All right, let me see if I can go to. I can. Nicole. Oh, look at the cute little puppies. Nicole has said, "Hey Harry, liked and shared. Could I have a reading for the next 4 months, please? So if you get any vibes for the next few months, for any general theme or whatever." Oops.
Okay. Hi, Nicole. Thank you so much for your question. When I feel into the energy, I feel like I have multiple different things in front of me. And I feel like where I'm at in life right now is I feel like I'm getting, what's the expression? Like, my ducks in a row. I feel like I'm getting my ducks in a row. And I'm just getting things very organized. Spirit are making me feel like you're very organized. You've got, you cross your T's and you dot your I's. And I feel like it'll be more of that energy for the next 4 months. I want to talk about health and I want to talk about career. Health-wise, I want to talk about the headspace. Because you're so mentally active, intelligent, and there can be that pattern around overthinking a lot of things, It more feels like spirit want to nudge you towards doing things that kind of relieve that mental pressure and everything that's happening in your head. And I feel like I also want to talk about careers. I have this feeling in my body right now. It's like I don't know where to place my career, whether it's like finding a job or if I'm in a job and I just don't know exactly what it is that I want to do, which is the feeling I'm experiencing right now. And I feel like we just need to really get clear on what it is I want to invest in as a career and make sure it's a reflection of the work that I want to do, connected to my purpose, what makes me happy, what am I passionate about, and bring it back to you. Because I know you're a very logical person and you make
Mm.
logistical decisions, if that's how you say it. And I just want to nudge you back to the heart and ask what feels right to you. Do what your soul wants to do and whatever makes you happy. So that's what I feel for the
Oh,
next few months.
oh, I love that. That's nice. Okay, thank you, Nicole. Okay, let me have a look at this one. Who is this one? Okay, it's a big comment, so I'll read it out. Have a good read of that too, Brooklyn, and then I'll
Yeah.
take it off the screen. Karen has said, "Hey, Karen, always good to see you, Karen. Liked and shared. Sorry for the family drama. Oh, there's more family drama, is there? My 43-year-old son had a major stroke 2 months ago. Whilst he came so far and is home, his current lady of 1 year has placed a wedge in our little family. Oh, will he come around soon and see her for the lie that she stated? Okay. I also
Okay.
haven't seen my two eldest granddaughters. Appreciate any help. Sounds like she wants a
Right.
relationship with her son to
Yeah.
get better again. Okay, got you.
Hi, Karen. Thank you so much for your question. I feel like when I tune into the energy, I'm being shown this image of his current partner standing in front of him, thinking she's doing the right thing, but she's not. And what
Mm,
I want to say is it's really kind of the story that she's telling herself. It's her perception of things, how she's perceiving things, and it's not necessarily the truth. I have this feeling your son is already like aware of the truth and is already aware of things. Just feels like when he goes to speak up or step in, the partner has a very strong presence of not letting that happen, because what's going to happen, she doesn't want to let that happen. And so,
mm,
what I feel like I want to tell you and the family, anyone who's wanting to establish that contact with him, just step in with love and care and say, hey, I'm here for you. And I feel like that love that you pour into him will really inspire him with the courage he needs to speak up, because right
mm,
now he's kind of holding it in. So just show up, be there, physically and emotionally present, pouring in the love that he needs, allowing him to build the courage within him, because he needs to learn how to speak up in that relationship. And it's a disadvantage right now if he can't. That's not very empowering. So just give him that learning to speak up and things will come around. It's going to play out for a little bit, is what I feel. He'll come around, things will shift in the direction that you want it to see it shift, and it feels positive. Just give it some time, lovely.
okay, got you.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I hope that helped you, Karen. Now I've just asked my producer who is online just to see, just as we know, I don't have a write-up because we're not streaming, so it's a bit different. But I can give you some feedback from uh, Christine saying thank you. She's going to give her daughter some space. She misses her and her granddaughter so much, and her heart breaks. Oh, Christine, we're thinking of you, darling,
Sorry
and
about that, lovely.
you know that we are here for you and always sending you love. And it's always wonderful to see you on, Christine. You know, I actually really think the world of you. I think you're a very nice person. So I know sometimes when nice people go through some heavy things, it's a lot. And I don't know if you would agree, Brooklyn, but do you think sometimes the more sensitive you are, or sometimes the more of an empath you are, because you were saying you're an empath as well. Like, do you feel like sometimes things affect you a little bit more?
100%, Harry,
Yeah.
100%. And that's really the awareness that anyone doing the work wants to spread around emotional sensitivity, being empathic, being sensitive, is
Mm,
that we often also don't understand sometimes one person's actions or like choices they make. For
mm,
example, someone who can be especially quite emotionally reactive, or there's a lot of anger, or there's some random burst of emotion that comes up. We often don't realize in that person too is how sensitive they are to what's going on around them, and
mm,
learning about not absorbing, it's in observing. And that's still something that I'm perfecting myself as someone who does this work, teaches this work,
mm,
and is conscious to this work. Is sometimes I slip into energies that aren't mine, and it's like, all right, everyone, hold
mm,
up. And it's about putting a process in place with yourself to go stop,
mm,
stop, stop. And this is what I do with myself. stop, what's going on? And asking myself that really important question of, is this mine or is this someone else's? Because right now it's taking an effect on me. And what like choices and decisions do I have to make to release, let go of this and send it back where it comes from? Because it's not mine.
Is that interesting? No, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Christine, you're beautiful. She said, oh, thanks, Harry. I adore you. The feeling is mutual, Christine. I adore you too. Wow. Okay, let me see if I can pick another random question. Let me just see. By the way, Brooklyn, just out of curiosity, what got you into this line of work? What made you sort of do this?
So I'm very fortunate and blessed to have a mother who is also a medium, an intuitive, and an empath. And so my journey around becoming conscious to this work, because I was always a medium, I was always an empath, I was always the sensitive, happened around my 17th birthday, where I started to have experiences that nudged me towards spirituality. Synchronicities were happening. And my mum one day sat on my bed and she goes, for your birthday, I got you 2 tickets to go see a workshop about angels. And I was like, huh? And I judged her because I was like, a 17-year-old kid doesn't want tickets to an angel workshop. Lovely. Yeah. And then we went to the workshop and I fell in love. And really what was, activated for me was this curiosity and also this knowing about, this is who I am. And so I just followed that. And I've always been someone to ask a question of what is my purpose, especially around ending high school. I was like, okay, what am I doing? Like, what work am I going to be doing? And I found different things that kind of felt right, but kind of didn't. And then I, found my beautiful mentor, Leanne the Barefoot Medium, and was really empowered to step into my work.
Yeah.
She's incredible. Step into my work and, become aware that I am a medium that brings through people's loved ones. And my work is to hold a beautiful space for people going through grief and loss and help them get the closure that they need. And support them. And that absolutely is a fire within me. That's my passion. That's my joy. And I've just been doing it ever since.
Oh, I love that. And Leanne the Barefoot Medium is terrific. I love her. She actually was on with me not long ago. We had an audio only show. That was kind of funny, but it worked with audio. We somehow we did it. We had an audio only show and she was actually pretty good with that. And it was so funny because we could hear everything, but we couldn't see anything. And she was just great. Yeah. She's terrific. I really like her.
If anyone's going to make it work, or if anyone's flexible or incredible, it's Leanne.
She's great.
If anyone's going to be put in that situation, she would have made that work, and she did.
Yeah, she did. She did. She's really. Yeah, if you speak to her, can you just say that I really do like her a lot? Like, she's terrific.
I'll pass
please do. Karen came back saying, thank you so much. Spot on. She's like a wolf in demure clothing. Ooh, interesting, Karen. Yeah. Interesting, Karen. Oh, Cherie just said that her hubby just let her know that the Sharks are playing on the 9th at 5:30. So I'll have to miss half the game because I can't yell at my TV live. Cherie, what I'll do, because I know you're doing this for me and I'll do something for you too, make sure you're on at 5. Like, make sure you're on just before we go live so we can have you on. And then what we'll do is I will let you go off the show before that game starts. So you can still watch our show and you can yell at the TV at the same time. Yeah. So like just before 5:30 comes, we'll boot you off, Cherie. You can turn that television on, you can yell, and you can also watch us as well. That way you won't miss the game because I know how important that is. So just make sure you're on at the beginning so we can at least have you on. And then we'll let you go just before the Sharks start. How's that? Is that a good deal, Cherie? I'm sure that's a good compromise. Let me see. She's laughing because I know because she needed a throaty or a soother the other day because I think she had lost her voice from screaming. So I thought, okay, hold on, I needed to have a voice of me. Yes, so Cherie, that's our deal. Okay, you just be on at the beginning, and then I'm gonna kick you off just before the Sharks start, and then you can yell.
I come from a family of footy players as well, so I understand.
Oh, I love that. I love that. That's awesome. That's so funny. Okay, let me see if I can pick another one. Graceful wants to know more information about your stuff. So do you have a website? Do you have a social media? Do you have all that stuff?
I do. So for my website, you can find me at www.brooklynthemedium.com.au. And then my socials is Brooklyn the Medium on Facebook and Instagram, and also on YouTube as well. And you can connect with me there for a reading or any guidance that you're wanting to receive.
All right, perfect. And also, of course, remember, We've got our phone lines, which let me check. Our producers just sent me the information. So psychictvaustralia.com, psychictvinternational.com. In Australia, the number is 0290710199. And our international number worldwide is +61 488825177. Right now, we've got Amazing Grace logged in on pin 9888. We've got Blessed Beth logged in on pin 9150. We've got Jag from the UK on pin 9160. We have Judith Sky on pin 9125. And we have Natalie Norton Baker on pin 9810. Remember, those psychics who are logged in, if you can share on your social media pages that you are logged in and give them your numbers so people know to call you. You're welcome, Graceful, no worries. And actually, Brooklyn's pin is 9905. When do you log in, just so I know?
So I schedule in on Fridays and Saturdays. 2:30 to 6:30 is when you can find me. And then if I have any like space and time free up, I'll usually jump on at spontaneous times. So I trust that,
perfect.
you know, if we're meant to connect, I'll pop in then and you'll see me.
All right. Good to know. Perfect. Amazing. Are you able to log on after the show, or you can't tonight, just so I know?
Yeah.
Oh, you will as well.
After the show. Yeah.
All right. Let me just write that down. So 9905 is Brooklyn. Let me just write that down to myself because I don't have a link to press. Okay. Awesome. Okay. I think I can go to maybe one or two more before we end. We'll go to Robert. Robert, good to see you as always. Robert has said, I've liked and shared. Man, living in WA, I keep forgetting the new time of the show. Oh, because WA is a different time. Oh, well, I don't even know what time it is in WA. But it's good to know that you found us, my friend. Please, could I get a general reading? So whatever you can give to Robert, that would be great.
Hi, Robert. Thank you so much for your question. I just want to acknowledge this feeling of, I know that there's some loved ones there, but I feel drawn to go a bit more psychic at this moment. So I'll trust that and start with that. I feel like I want to go to mental health and talk about a lot of thoughts going on at the moment. It feels like I'm in this isolated space, a bit disconnected from people at the moment, and social time might be really beneficial for you at the moment. I know there's a lot of emotions coming up at the moment, and it feels like what sits there is this kind of belief about, you know, toughening up or, you know, thickening the skin up and not really processing and allowing the emotions that want to be expressed at the moment. I want to talk about healthy masculinity, and what really sits there for you is the healthy masculine. I feel like there's this real strong sense of spirituality at the moment, spiritual purpose, and helping other men connect to their masculinity, their healthy masculinity. And I want to talk about that being a work that will unfold. It's just right now you're going on your own journey that'll teach you about the importance of, you know, expressing what's going on emotionally, emotional regulation, and just really becoming the story that you'll later tell on. So that's what I feel at the moment. I feel waves from the spirit world, and that's my way of knowing that spirit world are saying hi. They're making themselves known and are around you at the moment. And yeah, I just feel a whole heap of love coming in from the spirit world, and that they're there for you, they're holding space for you, and can see that there's a lot going on and they've got you.
Thank you, Brooklyn. I'm sure Robert would have loved that. Okay. Oh, Cherie said, Brooklyn, you have been amazing tonight, and so glad that she turned off the documentary I was watching. Oh, I love that. And Cherie's a good critic because she's been on for years, and she's one of my favorites, and she's a straight shooter. She tells you. And she's got high standards, which I love.
Thank you, Cherie.
Yeah,
no pressure at all. Nah.
She's great. She's great. Well, she approves. That means a lot. Okay, you know what we'll do? We're going to sneak one last one quickly in just before we end. And it is going to be from Rhonda Souls. Hey, Rhonda, good to see you as always, Rhonda. Rhonda has said, I've liked and shared. Should we continue with the family business, please? Okay, good question.
Hi, Rhonda. Thank you for your question. Immediately as I, heard the question, my body wanted to jump and say yes. And I feel like I want to give the word legacy. Like, I feel like this is a legacy. I understand there have been challenges, business struggles, and it makes you go, okay, what's the point of all of this? It's worth it. That's what I feel, and that's what I hear. And just to continue on, things will get better in the next few months. I know there's struggle at the moment, but it isn't always going to be like that. So I feel like keep going. And like I said, I want to pass on the word that I felt and heard, and that was legacy. This is a legacy. Thank you.
Oh, I love that. I think she'll like that. Brooklyn, you have been amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. It was an absolute pleasure having you on. Please come back on. But please come back on whenever you can. I mean, everyone loved having you. I mean, it just flew by and you were great. So Definitely
Thank you
come
so
back.
much.
Nah,
I
thank you,
will. Thank
Brooklyn.
you.
Very
Thank
grateful.
you.
So Brooklyn's pin is 9905 if you want to connect with him. He'll be logging in pretty much now. So
Yeah.
I will let him go to do that, and we will see you soon.
Thanks, Harry. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Brooklyn. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye. Bye. Well, that was an absolutely amazing show. Thank you all so much for joining us. We had a really, really good night, and Brooklyn was fantastic. I'm really glad actually that it worked and enough people were able to join us. Of course, when you don't stream on the live page, it sometimes is a bit trickier because you don't get as many people seeing you. You don't get the write up, you don't get the website or the phone numbers visible. It's all very different, but sometimes it can still work if you've got enough people on, and if you've got a great psychic medium like Brooklyn. It can sometimes still work. The show will still flow, and even though it isn't the ideal situation, it still works. And I think that's the good thing to sort of mention. So thank you all so much for joining us. It was an absolute pleasure. So if you do want a reading, please definitely call up. Remember, like I said, the website's in Australia, and also I'll give you the websites. The website, you can go to psychictvaustralia.com, or you can go to psychictvinternational.com. The phone number in Australia is 029071 0199, and our international number worldwide is +61 488 25177. Right now, we've got Amazing Grace on pin 9888. We've got Blessed Beth on pin 9150. We've got Jag from the UK on pin 9160. We've got Judith Sky on pin 9125. We have Natalie Norton Baker on pin 9810. And we have Brooklyn, who you just saw, who was amazing, on pin 9905. So definitely give them a call and enjoy your readings one-on-one. So I will see you next Saturday night, 5 o'clock Australian Eastern Time. So remember that. You've got the Thursday night show with Raylene hosting at 8 o'clock Australian Eastern Time. And you've got the Saturday night show, which is my show, on at 5 o'clock Australian Eastern Time. So make sure you tune in, and I'll see you next Saturday at 5 o'clock. So until then, have a good evening, everyone, and see you then. Bye.